Hello everybody, Nick from Dynamic Fitness and Strength. Today we're going to be going over the push press and jerk motions. This is going to be a staple in any football program or any high intensity power program. The ability to do an overhead press comes into play when you're going to be doing any type of overhead movements, any type of pushing, to make sure that you're maintaining a strong upper body, but using your core to maintain that strength. A lot of times we start to focus on our core, on our upper body, just pushing the weight up, and we start to lose that core and our lower body and just relaxing on itself. And you start using bones instead of muscles to control the weight. So for push press and jerk, you have the option, you can go off of a platform, clean it up there depending on the weight you're using, or you can take it and unrack it from an actual rack. You just go into your front catch position and unrack it out of the rack. Today we're going to go from the platform here. So I'm going to clean the weight up, and then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to brace myself with the catch. I'm going to have my hands slightly wider out than I would on a, let's say, a clean, because I want to get my shoulders involved and get my shoulder blades back and tucked. So I'm going to go slightly wider than I would on a clean. Once I get it up there, I'm going to do a push press, which is I'm just going to cradle in my body a little bit, keeping my abs strong, shoulders down and tall, butt back. I'm going to just pop it up overhead. When I push up overhead, I want to allow it to track right over my head, by my ears, and lock to the position here. I'm not going to lock my elbows all the way out, keep a slight bend, but I'm going to go right close to that position until it's popped out. Then bring it back down to my chest right here. The cradle is the key, because when you come back down, you want to let your shoulders track back forward a little bit and set them right down on the shoulder. That way you can do a repeated push press. Otherwise, if you learn to just track it up, get it all the way to the top, and you can't break from that position, you're going to have to drop the weight every single time. One thing we want to talk about a little bit is safe dismount out of this. So once you start to lift and you get it up to position, if you can't get it, your goal is to always push it out in front of you and get out of the way. Same with cleans, snatches, anything like that. Cleans, for example, too. If I'm starting to get it up there and I can't get it up, I back out of the way and get out and jump back. So always I would work with your athletes, especially, on learning how to fail. That's the only way to get stronger, is to force your muscles to failure within proper form, so not tweaking your form at all, but then learning how to actually fail out of it. Because you don't want to learn that when you have a 500-pound clean, and then you realize you don't know how to miss it. So what we're going to do is a push press. I'm going to pop it up to position, and then I'm going to just use a slight body movement to pop it upward, get it up to position, then right back down. Push press. Jerk is going to be very similar, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop underneath the weight, get my body up all the way, let my shoulders drop into position. So when you see a lot of overhead lifts, especially inflexible lifters, they're shrugged up and they're trying to hold the bar like this. Get those shoulders down, stand tall, pull your shoulders back, get it locked in position. If you can get your hands slightly back to ear level or slightly behind, that's always best. I'm going to go a little bit wider on this grip as well, but what I'm going to do with my feet, again, strong abs, strong glutes, strong positioning here, standing up nice and tall. I'm going to do a split jerk. So once you drive the weight up, so I'm using my power nice and low, thrust my hips, throw the weight up, and then I'm going to split my legs and get underneath it until I can catch. Once I have the catch, I'll stabilize in the middle and come to a standing position. I'm going to drop down nice and low. Drive to a catch, stand. Bail out, get it out in front of you. Make sure it's always, I know we don't want to make a lot of noise, and with lighter weights it's easy to do, but the best thing on an Olympic lift is to just drop and bail out. Learn how to do that, learn how to get your shoulders to track that way so that you can fail. If you try to guide it down every single time, you risk injury each time you bring it down, especially with heavier weights. For more information on this or any other lifts, you can go to www.mydynamicfitness.com.